Sophie said, "He did not like it. He did not view the story. He did not text me. But 17 minutes after I changed the caption, his old comment disappeared." Jade leaned over the phone like the screen had whispered something. "Wait, which comment?" Sophie opened the post again. It was an old carousel from February, 3 dates into whatever Lucas had been. Not a boyfriend, not nothing either. The first photo was a blurry pool table at a bar in Logan Square. The second was Sophie holding a lime wedge like she had just won something. The third had Lucas's sleeve in the corner because he had leaned across the table to steal her chalk.
Under it, for 4 months, his comment had sat there.
"Rematch, but only if you stop cheating."
It was not romantic enough to be a declaration. That was the problem. It was worse. It was specific. Marcus said, "Before we make this a crime scene, did you check if he deleted a bunch of old comments?"
Sophie shook her head. "No, just this one." Jade said, "Then he saw it."
"Maybe," Marcus said, "but that is not the same as proof."
That made Sophie mad because proof was exactly what she wanted. Lucas had gone quiet 27 days earlier after a Friday night that ended weird. Not dramatic weird. Worse than that. Quiet weird. They had left a taco place at 12:18 a.m. Lucas had said, "I like this. I just do not know if I am good at this." Sophie had laughed because she thought he meant dating. Then he said, "No, I mean being seen."
The next morning, he sent one text. "Made it home?" She wrote back, "Yeah." And then nothing clean happened after that. No fight, no apology, no ending. Just the kind of silence that makes a person check their phone like it owes them rent.
So, at 9:14 on a Tuesday night, Sophie changed the caption on the pool bar post. It used to say, "Chicago keeps making me worse at pool." She changed it to, "Some rematches are not worth asking for."
She did not tag Lucas. She did not post a story. She did not send it to anyone.
Jade said, "That is bait." Sophie said, "It is my own page." That can still be bait.
At 9:31, the old comment was gone. No like, no DM, no story view because there was no story to view. Just an empty space under the post where the joke used to be.
Jade grabbed the phone. That is 17 minutes. Nobody randomly deletes a 4-month-old comment 17 minutes after the caption changes.
Marcus said, "People do random things when they are avoiding someone."
That is still the point, Jade said. Sophie did not say anything for a second. She was staring at the empty comment thread, and the worst part was not that he might have seen it. The worst part was that he might have seen it and chosen cleanup over contact.
That felt colder than silence. Then Marcus asked the question that slowed the whole room down.
"Did anything else move?" Sophie frowned. "What do you mean?" "If it is one deletion, it is a clue. If it repeats around something you change, then it becomes a pattern. Still not proof of why, but more useful." Jade rolled her eyes. "You sound like a privacy policy."
"Good," Marcus said. "Somebody has to."
Sophie hated that he was right. One deleted comment could mean Lucas was embarrassed. It could mean he had a new girl. It could mean he was cleaning his profile. It could mean he opened the post because the caption changed. It could mean he had looked before and only acted now.
It did not say which one, so she did the smallest test she could think of. Not a trap, not a fake emergency, just a public change. At 10:06, she edited the carousel order. The pool table became the first slide. The lime wedge moved to the back.
Jade whispered, "This is insane." Sophie said, "I know."
Marcus said, "It is also exactly how people behave now. They do not say the thing, they rearrange evidence around the thing." For 20 minutes, nothing happened. Then 22.
At 10:28, Sophie checked a different post from the same week, a photo dump from the taco place. Lucas had commented there too. "You owe me one normal picture."
Gone.
Sophie put the phone face down.
Nobody talked for a moment, because the second deletion changed the feeling in the room. It still was not proof that Lucas wanted her back. It still did not reveal an exact hidden profile visit. It did not mean Instagram had shown her a secret viewer list. It did not mean she could know what he felt. But it did mean something public had moved twice after she moved something public first. That is the line people miss. A single clue is noisy. A story view can be boredom. A like can be habit. A missing like can be pride. A deleted comment can be embarrassment. But timing plus repetition is different. It does not give you a confession. It gives you a pattern worth slowing down for.
Jade said, "So what do you do with that?" Sophie laughed once, but it came out tired. "Apparently not text him a paragraph."
Marcus nodded. That is probably the first smart answer. This is where tools can help, but only if the promise stays honest. Synapse AI can help organize available Instagram profile signals, repeat activity, public engagement changes, story-to-profile movement, and timing patterns. It can help you see whether the same kind of activity keeps happening after the same kind of public change. It cannot hack Instagram. It cannot open private accounts. It cannot tell you the exact hidden person who viewed a profile. It cannot prove romantic intent. And honestly, that boundary matters. Because if a tool tells you certainty where there is only behavior, it does not help you. It makes the spiral cleaner.
Sophie looked at the two missing comments and finally said the part she had been avoiding. "I do not think I want him back if this is how he answers."
That was the real turn. Not that Lucas deleted the comments. Not that the timing looked suspicious.
Not that Jade got to say, "I told you." The real turn was Sophie realizing the pattern did not have to become a chase. Sometimes a signal is useful because it stops you from inventing a sweeter version of the silence.
Maybe Lucas was watching. Maybe he was cleaning up because someone new would see it. Maybe he missed her and still could not say a direct sentence.
All three versions led Sophie to the same place. If he wanted to be clear, he knew where her messages were.
So she changed the caption one last time. Not for him, for herself.
Some rematches are not worth asking for.
And this time she left it there. If you are trying to understand your own Instagram signals, search Google for Synapse AI Instagram. Just remember, the useful question is not, "Can I prove who is watching me?" The useful question is, what keeps repeating when something changes?